Are you in your 60s or 70s, living in BC or Alberta, and thinking about using your home equity in retirement, but you're not quite sure how the interest works or if it will eat up all your home value? In this video, I'm going to walk you through, in very simple terms, how interest works on equity and reverse-style mortgages, and I'll show you a basic chart so you can actually see what happens over time. My name is Douglas Schwartz. I'm a mortgage advisor who helps homeowners in their 60s and 70s across British Columbia and Alberta understand and use their home equity safely so they can stay in the homes they love and reduce money stress in retirement. If you find videos like this helpful, feel free to hit like or subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Let's start with something you already know: a regular mortgage. With a regular mortgage, you borrow a lump sum, you make payments every month, and over time, your balance usually goes down. Part of each payment goes to interest, and part goes to paying back the amount you borrowed. Equity or reverse-style mortgages work differently, especially the ones aimed at retirees. In many of these products, you don't have to make monthly payments at all. Instead, the interest that would normally be paid each month gets added to your loan balance. So instead of your balance going down each year, your balance slowly grows over time because you're letting the interest accumulate. Now let's talk about the big concept everyone worries about: compound interest. Imagine you take $100,000 from your home equity. In year one, interest is charged on that $100,000. Because you're not making monthly payments, that interest gets added to the balance. In year two, you're no longer paying interest just on the original $100,000. You're paying interest on the new, bigger number. That's what people mean when they say compound interest. The interest itself starts earning interest as the years go by. This is why, in any kind of equity or reverse-style mortgage, you really want to understand how fast that balance can grow over time. It's not about scaring you, it's about going in with your eyes open. Let me show you a very simple way to picture this. I'm going to draw a small chart with 3 columns: year 1, year 5, and year 10. Down the side, I'll put 2 rows: loan amount and home value, so we have a 3x2 grid. Now let's pretend you take $100,000 from your home. Under loan amount in year 1, I'd write something close to your starting amount. By year 5, I draw an arrow going up, and I write a higher number, because interest has been added on each year. By year 10, that arrow is higher again, and the number has grown further. That's the effect of compound interest. Now let's look at the second row: home value. Under home value in year 1, I'll write what your home might be worth today. Then I draw another arrow from year 1 to year 5 to year 10. Ideally, over time, your home's value also goes up. Nothing is guaranteed, but over longer periods, many homes in BC and Alberta have grown in value. What really matters is the gap between those 2 lines, the difference between what your home is worth and what you owe. That difference is your remaining equity. So the big questions become: how fast is the loan growing? How fast is the home value growing? And how much equity do you want to keep for later? Now, a couple of important points about cost. Interest rates on equity and reverse-style mortgages are usually higher than regular mortgage rates. You're paying for the flexibility of not having to make payments and being able to stay in your home while accessing that money. Because the rate is usually higher, and because interest is compounding, it's really important not to treat this as free money. For a lot of people, these products can be a useful tool to boost monthly cash flow, to pay off other debts, or to fund necessary home repairs, or to help kids and grandkids. But it's always a trade-off. You're trading some of your future home value for cash and comfort today. 2 more safety points. First, these loans are typically repaid when you sell the home, move out permanently, or pass away. At that point, the house is sold, and the proceeds pay back the original amount you borrowed plus all the interest that's built up. Whatever is left is your equity. Second, you don't have to take the maximum you're offered. In fact, I recommend people take less than the maximum or take it in stages. Good planning means knowing what you need the money for, seeing a projection of how the balance might grow, and making sure there's a comfortable buffer between what you might owe and what your home is likely to be worth down the road. Now I'd love to hear from you. When you think about using your home equity, what worries you more? Interest adding up or leaving enough for your kids? Type interest or kids in the comments. Your answers help me decide what to cover in more detail in future videos. If you're between 60 and 75, you own a home in BC or Alberta, and you want to see what this might look like with your numbers, check the link in the description. Share your age, your city, roughly what your home might be worth, and about how much you still owe. I can walk you through a personalized illustration, so you can see how the interest might build up over time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.